Welcome back to Fox 11 News. It's Friday, so let's get saucy. We have a chef here this morning with us with a no-cook, fresh summer pasta sauce. We're making sauce. She's outside with Tony. Tony, you ready to cook?
I am ready, Joey. That's right. We have Cynthia Woodman with us this morning. Thank you for joining us. It's warm outside. It's not a good idea to turn on that stove, right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I have a terrific no-cook tomato sauce that is ready by the time your pasta is boiled. Okay. And that is really a great thing when it's hot, and it's also a great use for those garden tomatoes. I brought my garden tomatoes and some of my basil up with me to demonstrate my very easy summer pasta recipe.
Very easy. That's what I like to hear when it comes to cooking. Okay, let's do this.
Okay. So I'm just going to take some tomatoes. And no need to peel them, no need to seed them. I'm going to dice them. And this is one of these recipes that you actually don't need a recipe for. It is on my website, whatagirleeats.com, but you actually don't need a recipe because you just decide how many tomatoes you have, how much garlic, how much cheese. If you like a lot of garlic, go ahead, add more garlic. So I'm just going to dice up a few tomatoes, and then...
I like tomatoes. I'll do a lot of tomatoes in mine.
Do you grow tomatoes in your garden?
I do not. I do not have a garden, but one day.
But a lot of Californians have a lot of tomatoes. I have a lot of friends right now just with a surplus of tomatoes. This is one of these dishes that's a great way to use up your garden tomatoes. I have it on pasta here. I also do it on bruschetta. But one of the things my daughter and I like right now, if you're low carb, is you can serve this same exact sauce, but on spaghetti squash. Oh. So I'll cook a spaghetti squash. We'll treat it just like the pasta. And it's delicious and it's low carb. So I've added my diced tomatoes. I'm going to add a little fresh Parmesan cheese. I went ahead and pre-grated it just so I could save some time.
Nice.
I have some toasted pine nuts here. Again, just toast those pine nuts on the stove. I'm going to add a little bit of kosher salt. I always use kosher salt, not regular salt. So
that you're doing your own portions. It just depends what you prefer, right? Exactly.
And I do have the actual recipe, on my site, but again, visually you can just decide how much you want. Now I'm going to show you something called a chiffonade technique. So this is where you're going to stack your basil. And chiffonade is just a really fancy word for ribbon cut, and it's just a culinary term. I'm going to roll the basil tightly, and then of course watch those fingers. And with a rolling motion on your knife, you can get these lovely ribbons of basil.
I like that.
And then when you open it up, you've got this nice sort of ribbon of basil.
Chiffonading.
Chiffonade, yes.
Okay.
And add that to my sauce, and I can put a little...
I always see that when I go to Italian restaurants, and I always wonder, how do they do that? Now we know.
I've got some fresh basil, and I was going to put this on my bruschetta. Looks like this one's a little bit big. Chop that a little more finely.
All right.
Like I said, you can do this on the bruschetta, you can do it on pasta, you can do it on on spaghetti squash.
And what do we have here that's plated there?
Now this is just the pasta version. So I went ahead and I put that on my pasta, and then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit on the bruschetta. Some of these are a little bit long.
This sounds perfect right now. I mean, we've had a humid week here on the coast, and this is a perfect way to kind of relax, not cook too much, not heat up the kitchen. And
it's a great an appetizer. You can have it with a little wine. I brought some wine here. You can have it with a little cheese platter. It's great as a starter for a meal. Again, it's no cook. Very easy.
Look at that.
And I've got my, give it a little garnish here.
So we're going to actually try out this chiffonade process, right?
Yeah, I already put the olive oil and it also has olive oil and balsamic vinegar, which I went ahead and added to it. So it's very simple. And again, the recipe is on my website. But do you want to try to do this?
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Let me see here.
I can hold your mic for you if you want. So roll it into a...
Which way? This way?
Yep. But you want to stack a couple of them
stack
together.
A couple.
Now roll it up.
Roll it. Am I doing okay?
Mm-hmm.
How tight? Just.
Yeah, that's tight. That's
All right.
fine. And then watch your fingers. Do you do any cooking at home?
Okay,
I guess that's a
my
no.
wife is watching right now saying you better answer correctly. No, I don't. So, just slice?
Yep. But try and get it
Just
nice
go
and-
straight down?
Yeah, nice and thin. Roll your knife a little bit. There you go.
Roll.
Yep.
Watch the fingers. Watch the
Watch
fingers.
your
Oh my goodness.
fingers.
Okay.
And then
is
when
that is that good?
That's pretty good.
I didn't go all the way down. Oh man. Oh goodness. And then toss it in there, and there you go.
Yeah, you can-
I want my coworkers here on Fox 11 to come here and try this because, you know, I'm not necessarily a chef, but I know these
just get
folks
a little drizzle
are
with
probably
olive
better. Here, try it out. Try what she was.
Nice basil, Tony.
Yeah, try it out. Oh, Meredith goes straight for the food. Joe, there we go. Joe, thank you, Joe. I mean, yeah, man, she went straight for the food there.
I have my basil plants and my tomatoes
There
at
you
home.
go. Okay,
So I
now.
can,
Good.
Roll.
So, and I've actually done this before. I didn't know what it was called.
Well, he's Italian, so
he's
he
Italian.
better have done this.
Done this before. So then you
Yep.
kind of rock the knife back
Rock
and forth.
there
Look
you
at
go.
that.
Okay.
You are making me look horrible right now, Joe. Come on.
You watch the fingers.
Nice.
There you go.
Cynthia, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us and showing us this no-cook pasta sauce. This is awesome. We can't wait to taste this. Meredith, how's it taste? As her mouth is full. Yes, it's Friday. TJAF. Have a great weekend, everybody. Be safe. We'll see you Monday morning, 7 o'clock right here on Fox 11. Let's taste some of this. Thank you, Cynthia.